You know that feeling, right? You're on a big AV install, maybe a lecture hall. You run a standard HDMI, but the run is just too long, and the signal just dies. Or you get that horrible digital snow.
They call it the HDMI cliff. It's a hard physical limit. Standard cables just weren't built for that kind of distance, especially not with 4K.
Which brings us right to today's deep dive. We're looking at the Kramer TP-780Txr.
Right.
They call it a high-performance standard extender, but that doesn't really capture it, does it?
Right.
This is more about infrastructure.
It absolutely is. The mission here is really distance without compromise. This little box is the invisible backbone that lets you put your source in, say, a basement server rack, and the display on the top floor.
Without having to run some ridiculously thick, expensive cable.
Exactly.
And the magic behind that is HDBaseT. So for anyone listening, we're not just boosting HDMI signal here, are we? We're actually changing it.
We're converting it, yeah. You can think of this box as a kind of translator. It takes that heavy HDMI signal, video, audio, all of it, and translates it into the HDBaseT language.
Okay.
And that language can travel over simple twisted pair copper, you know, the standard Ethernet cables you have in your wall.
Which is so much easier and cheaper to pull.
Huh.
But let's talk about the numbers, because the range here seems, well, pretty aggressive.
They really are. Get this, for 4K video at 60 hertz, you're getting 100 meters.
100 meters, that's 330 feet.
Of a perfectly stable signal, yeah.
And I'm seeing something here about an ultra mode for 1080p that pushes it even further.
It nearly doubles it. You can get up to 180 meters. That's almost 600 feet. For a big corporate campus or a university, that is just massive.
But, you know, range is totally useless if the quality drops. I see HDMI 2.0 and HDCP 2.2 compliance listed here.
And that's critical.
Because usually that handshake, the copyright check, is the first thing to fail on a long run.
Right. It is. If that HDCP handshake breaks, you just get a black screen. Doesn't matter how good the cable is. This unit is designed to keep all of that intact. The encryption, the deep color, Dolby True HD audio, all the way to the other end.
So it's not just a video pipe. Looking at the ports here, it's more like a utility tunnel. It's carrying Ethernet, too.
It is, yeah. It handles 100 Mbps of data right alongside the video.
That's just smart. So if I have a smart TV 300 feet away, I don't need to run a whole separate network cable for it.
Nope. It just rides the same line.
Right.
And it's also carrying control signals.
Bidirectional RS-232 and infrared. That's huge for automation. So my control system in the rack can talk to the projector, and the remote in the room can talk back to the source.
All through this one box and one cable, and you can't forget power. PoE.
Power over Ethernet. So the transmitter actually powers the receiver at the other end.
That's it. It's true single cable connectivity. You don't need to call an electrician to put an outlet in the ceiling next to your projector. It just works.
That saves a lot of hassle. Speaking of hassles, I wanted to ask about this IED Pro feature. It sounds a bit like marketing jargon.
It does, but it solves a very real, very annoying problem. EDED is basically how the display tells the source what resolutions it can handle.
And that data can get lost over a long cable.
And then your 4K source suddenly defaults to 640 by 480. It's a nightmare. This algorithm from Kramer basically captures and stores that information, so the source always thinks it's plugged right into the display. It ensures plug and play just works.
And it's all packed into this little aluminum box. I see it's fanless, uses convection cooling.
Which means it's totally silent. You can bolt it under a conference table or just drop it into a ceiling tile and you'll never hear it. It's really designed to be installed and then completely forgotten about.
And that really feels like the whole point, doesn't it? This is a piece of hardware that's only truly successful when you never, ever notice it's there.
Completely. It enables that magical experience where you walk into a room, press one button, and everything just works, even though the computer doing the work is a football field away.
So next time you're in a really sleek boardroom or a lecture hall and you see the screen, try looking for the source equipment. If you can't find it, chances are there's a device just like this one working silently away inside the walls.
Sometimes the most impressive infrastructure is the kind you can't see at all.